Hey, I'm Jazz.
And I'm BRITT.
NYCWAO. Let's talk about
Scandal.
Okay. Let's talk about in the beginning. Y'all heard Jake with his weird ass insight, right?
It was kind of weird with his face, the same face, and then they do hit the profile, same face.
It was at first. I know everybody was looking at the screen like,
what's going on?
What the hell is Jake talking about? But we thought Jake was weird at first, right? Until they switched over to Sally's crazy ass.
Yes.
Sally was talking insane. She was cutting up in that debate prep.
Yeah, she was like talking about
acting a fool, quoting Bible scriptures, yelling.
I don't know. She was like, Jesus coming to get you, Satan. Watch out, devil.
She was tripping.
She was like, yum, yum, crispy piggy.
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
But what the hell? Like, Sally, what is going on with you, bruh? She was chilling.
And everybody's in there like so uncomfortable, like.
Bottom line, but let's just talk like off top the fact that Sally was about to be taken out, bruh. What as y'all was saying in the South, bruh. That joint had me sitting there like, what the hell?
No, what had me sitting there like, what the hell was when Cyrus first came to him about it. And he was like, nah.
Okay,
I'm not getting into y'all business.
Jake, but you know why? It's because Quinn put it out there. Quinn said it best. Truth be told. When Quinn was like, you think she really love you? You think she care about you? She got you convinced, you'd be a good little gladiator and all this other stuff. And that's where Jake got the game twisted. You're not a gladiator anymore. Yeah. You're supposed to be command. But y'all saw how Jake was behaving all up and through there. Jake was not being command. Jake was running his damn mouth.
Yeah, he was.
That's not command.
Because he just wanted so badly for Olivia to be like, all right, it's me and you, homie.
He was running his mouth, already messing up. How you command and you talking about B613. Olivia's father never blatantly spoke about what he did or even said. Every time Olivia mentioned it, he gave her that look like.
But hey, do you hear when Jake when he asked her, when he was like, somebody save
me. Yes. Don't care how you do it, just save. Come on, I've been waiting for you. That's what Jake said.
He said he's been waiting. He has been.
Jake has been waiting for Olivia to come save his ass. He said, I don't want you to mother me. I just want you to save me from me.
Dang.
Oh man, Jake.
Like she's trying to save Fitz from him.
She's not trying to save Fitz. She just want to mother Fitz. She just want to please Fitz. Jake don't need her to mother him. Yeah. He just told her to keep some goddamn beer and chicken in the damn house. Okay? He want her to be a woman.
Yeah.
His woman. But poor Jake. He said, run away with me.
That's he said.
Tonight.
But when he said that to her, and he was like, whatever, like, my job is so hard. Oh, my goodness. I'm on my feet 24 hours of the day.
He ain't cut out for that ish. Not really. Because deep down, he don't want to be that. But see.
No, but listen.
My bad.
Gee. When he was talking about that, and he was like, sometimes I wish that I was the guy who really sold paper.
Yeah.
She did not think, tick, 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 that maybe she was kind of getting insight to her father as well. She didn't even think that.
She said her father used to be him. Remember?
Yeah.
She said that. And it's like, this guy don't want to do this. Jake don't want to do this.
No.
And like you said, it should have gave her. It don't want to be a player. A part of B613. But that should have gave her insight, like you said, into her father, into what really, like what his job truly entails. Mm-hmm. This dumb bride. But Jake, man, like, I'm gonna be honest, and while the show was going on, I was kind of getting mad at Jake because I'm like, he ain't cut out for this. You supposed to be doing Papa Pope's job.
He's taking this personal, I'm not helping y'all out. Yo.
When Cyrus came to him,
dude, that's on her. It had nothing to do with me.
Did you see Cyrus's face when he said no? He went,
what you talking about?
Like, what the hell? But when he threw Papa Pope up in homie's face, he was like, your predecessor and I, we didn't always get along. But I tell you what, he would have handled this and without blinking an eye. Automatically, because I told y'all, and Cyrus no. Didn't I tell y'all boss Bean no too? Papa Pope ain't no joke. He already know what it is. Papa Pope ain't playing no games.
You talking about the Republic. You trying to uphold the Republic.
Exactly.
And everything that means that you have to clean up our mess.
Everything, because the Republic is not only the United States and everything. The Republic is also the administration. Who the president and his administration. You got to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Papa Pope would have been dealt with that long time ago, sometime in '94. He would have dealt with that. It would have been a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But Jake, when he was torn. When he had his rebuttal with Cyrus after when he said you're a little person, you're a little mouse or whatever.
Yeah, he said he's a mouse.
Did you see Cyrus's face? Cyrus was looking at him like, what the F
like,
did this
Cyrus
dude just
looking at
say?
him like, all right, you know what? Obviously you in a bad mood. I'll get back to you.
Cyrus gave him the what the F are you talking about? Jake look. Like, because Cyrus schooled the hell out of Jake. Yeah. He schooled him. He let him know what a TI is. Basically, he gave him his job description all over again. Basically. And he shouldn't have had to do that because Jake already got that package. And he went through, he had his orientation. And y'all saw him overwhelmed last episode. Y'all saw him. He know exactly what it's about. But the problem is Olivia. And Quinn set him right also. This was the episode of Jake getting checked.
Yeah.
Last episode, Olivia was getting checked. But he got it, though. But Jake got right, y'all. Did y'all see Jake get right? And all you Jake lovers out there, I kind of like Jake from this episode.
Now, just from this episode, she saw the beauty in his eyes.
I saw the beauty in Jake.
It's like, you ain't never noticed that man's eyes before.
No, I didn't. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, wow, he looked kind of sexy when he shot off the reporter and the chick from NSA. Off them people like it was nothing, like pop.
And then when he got to the last one, he was like,
and now everybody's like, who shot you? It was just Biggie's birthday, y'all. March 9th, right? Yeah, who shot you? That's now we all like, yo, who shot you? Who shot who? Who did Jake shoot? Who got shot? You know what I'm saying? I mean, who y'all think got shot? Let me tell you, it's either one of two scenarios. One person got shot, or nobody got shot.
And he was just like,
warning shot. He was like, warning. Who the F is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? Crack a donut. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold from my eye. Another Biggie joint. But the thing is, you know, he might have shot off a warning shot and was like, yo, next time, I'm not going to miss.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah, I'm saying he gonna say something corny like that. Or if he does shoot someone, it's gonna be David. It's gonna be David.
And you know what? And then that's gonna cause some.
Because he ain't gonna kill James. He's gonna kill David.
That's gonna cause some.
And that's gonna cause his problem with Olivia.
But and also the problem between Olivia and Abby. And Abby gonna be like.
But the reason why he gonna kill David is because he's done with Olivia. This is his way of pushing himself, distancing himself from her. That's why he gave Quinn the job. That's why Quinn's now B613. Y'all notice as soon as Olivia played him for a sucker, when he saw that she played him,
all your debts are paid, Quinn. Yo, let me get you a job real quick.
Because you saw when he said to Olivia, he said, come on, like, we can do this, like, blah, blah, blah. And Olivia talking about, I'm sorry, Jake, I'm sorry. You see how we done got caught up on Jake? Because we was actually going to discuss Sally VP.
That's really
and her crazy ass first. But she played Jake.
She knows that Jake has feelings for her. You know, she gonna...
And she toying with him.
Give him the drawers. And then they already playing pretend boyfriend and girlfriend. Even though y'all was slick boyfriend and girlfriend a little while ago.
Kind of, sort of,
He coming in the house with takeout, giving you kisses in the mouth.
And you coming over to his house. He talking about what you doing here. You came to him. He said, you haven't been here since whatever. He looking at her like, what's up? But all she's doing is using him. And that's what Quinn said, though, y'all. Yeah,
because she needs affection and Fitz can't give her no
Olivia
affection.
is out for self. Olivia is all about preserving self. And she shows that later on in the episode, if you paid attention. But Jake, though, Jake's story, though, was crazy when he was talking about his family. And how his father was into little girls, a young girl, you know, and he was like, and my sister
is dead.
Yeah, it was a lot of craziness. Like, it was like, dang, Jake was talking some real ish and talking about how, you know, he was like, I ain't got no family. And when you ain't got no family, like,
do whatever.
You belong to the daggone White House. And it is what it is. It was
Bangkok has him now.
Yeah.
Like the Hangover.
Like, it was ridiculous, though. But you saw how Jake woke the F up, though, right? When she said no. When she was on some like,
because the first time he came to her about it and he was like, save me, throwing his heart up on the kitchen table for her, she just kept
drinking her wine. And drinking her wine.
First of all, I would have took offense.
And the thing is, she keep talking about, I just want to go into the light.
That first of all, I hate when they do stuff like that. Like,
but
I get it. The title of this episode was like "Step into the Light, Caroline" or something like that. I don't know, but it's just funny when they keep saying that. I want to feel the sun on my face. That part.
But you saw how Jake was like, yeah. But you understand. But see, the thing is, he's up here agreeing, yeah. But what he didn't realize was when she means feeling the sun, what she's talking about is Vermont. Mm-hmm. She's talking about being in Vermont. You heard what she said to Fitz. We can't be in the light. Being in the light is being with Fitz in Vermont.
Vermont ain't even that.
And this chick is talking to Jake about that, and he's thinking she's talking about
him and her,
or just being free. He thinking she's talking about being free of all of this crap, and that's why he's like, we can run away. And that's not what she was talking about. She was talking about Vermont with her clown ass, y'all. God, come on, what the hell is she talking about? But you saw how Olivia finally woke the F up.
Yeah.
When she checked Fitz, which was outstanding, in my opinion. Because I was like, oh, she finally told him to grow up and stop being a little boy.
Because that's what he's being. She
finally told him, like, we fixing everything for you. We got to do this.
She's basically saying to them, Mom, you're ruining my life.
Yeah, and she finally told him, like, dude, this is how we got to make sure you good. We got to be dirty. So technically, she defended Cyrus and Melly, but at the same time, I'm not understanding why they saying Melly helped cover. Melly had nothing to do with what Cyrus did. Cyrus covered up the murder, and then Melly found out. So I don't know what the hell they doing. The writers effed up with that. I mean, because technically, if that's the case, then that guy Bergen, you can say he covered it up too. Melly didn't find out till later.
Bergen did help cover it up because he didn't say anything about it.
But they found out they're accomplices after the fact, as far as the cover up, not the murder. They're accomplices to the cover up after the fact. They did not come to there. They didn't know. Cyrus got a call. Cyrus got the F up, and Cyrus was sent the folk in there to clean it up. Mm-hmm. Melly found out the next day.
I think Cyrus called her. I don't remember.
The next day. It wasn't. Yeah. What are you talking about? Melly had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm guessing they're saying because she didn't, you know.
Like I said, accomplices after the fact. Before that, everybody is involved. A lot of people were involved. That's why when Jake told Cyrus no, Cyrus was looking at him like, are you crazy up in these streets? Are you crazy up in these streets, dude? Talking about, no, you ain't going to do it. Because if that's the case, then now Jake is an accomplice also. Because, all right, that's what Jake said, y'all. Cyrus was like, do it for the White House.
I ain't going to do it.
Do it for the White House.
I ain't going to do it.
Do it for the White House. He was like, no, y'all. Jake said he ain't going to do it. Like, it was like, what? Another person who said they ain't going to do it. Fitz. When they asked him to throw the debate, they was like, throw that debate.
It's not happening yet.
Throw that debate. He was like, I ain't going to do it.
All night drinking scotch and going over my notes. I'm not throwing this
And
debate.
you know, he was fired up and ready to go. He was like, I'm about to tear her a new a-hole. And then he had to fall back. But you could tell Fitz felt bad for Sally.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice that he fell back. But it's kind of crazy, though, how she turned right around and started
throwing them shots. But do you think Sally knows what Fitz... Do you think she'll ever realize what Fitz did for her? Do you think she will ever... Because she has lost her ever-loving mind. Sally, gone. Sally has left the effing... She has left the effing planet, y'all. She is going up yonder. Sally said, I'm going up yonder.
Going up yonder.
I'm going up yonder. She trying to at least. I'm going up yonder.
Tom was about to send her up yonder.
To be with my Lord. You know Sally love that song.
And she sings it like, no, let me stop. Anyway.
Anyway. Sally was like, yo, I don't hear Jesus, y'all.
But it's like she probably just doesn't hear Jesus because she's guilty. You know? I mean, because she feels guilty.
Because she's effing crazy. That's why.
But it's like,
I mean, but I guess
you hearing before? Like, were you hearing Jesus?
Because when you hit, did he tell you stab him in the back?
Shut up.
Like, because you heard her. She said, I didn't kill him. The devil did it. He came into my body, he snuck into my body, and used my hands for that evil deed. That's what she said, y'all.
Yo, Sally is tripping.
Sally is gone. She went up yonder. We already decided. She's gone. Sally, gone. Like, for real, yonder.
Sally, gone. Reporter, gone. Other chick.
And that say chick, gone.
The snitches are gone.
Snitches. And that's what this red lipstick is for, y'all. R.I.P. to the snitches.
To the snitch gang.
R.I.P. to the snitch gang.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Jake said, R.I.P. I just killed the snitch.
Hey.
He was like, I do it. Pop.
Gonna
pop.
open up your mouth. I'm gonna empty the clip.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yo, Jake was like, get out of here. Snitches be gone. Snitches be gone. He was like, I'm not having it. Jake was, but he did that so effective. It was like.
But you see how he tilted his head to the side? Like, come on.
He's on his a little bit. Jake is going too, y'all.
But I've been telling you this, that Jake is not.
He ain't as pure as he seems.
Trusted. You know, he wants to be good because he is evil.
Yeah.
That's usually
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said he had not reached the level of Huck or Papa. He's no Huck. He's not effective like Huck. And he was not a Papa Pope. I guess because he has not suffered enough.
Probably.
What movie was that? They said once you suffer enough, that's when you. What movie was?
That's when you be. That is Jasmine. That's the 5 heartbeats.
Is that
when you've gone through enough pain? That's when you will become a great writer and you will write.
Dang, I thought I was about to say The Last Dragon.
That's the 5 heartbeats, man. That's what they told Doug.
Well, guess what? That's now.
Somebody once told me.
Now Jake.
Enough pain.
Now Jake is a great agent. B613. He rolled up on that spot, effectively put a bullet. He said bullets in both of those chicks. Tick tock.
That joint, it happened so fast.
It was very fast.
Olivia was like, "Yo, I'm sorry," and he was like, "Oh no. Don't worry about it.
I'm good.
We straight." He went to work, was like, "Yo, Queen, go do this, go do that." And was like, "Yo, Tom, if she starts talking that trash, shoot Sally in the head. Don't miss."
She sound like she about to start running her trap.
Shoot her in the head and don't miss because you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to
before
blow because opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
You better lose yourself. He told Tom to lose himself up in that debate.
And then he put on his trench coat.
And told everybody to meet him.
He was doing all that all simultaneously. He's getting better at his job.
I can appreciate that, Jake. You better be like that because what happened was when he went back to the office after Olivia played him to the left, he was like he replayed what Cyrus was saying to him. He was by his predecessor.
Now I understand.
What he said to himself, and he decided at that moment, he was not going to be a Fitz. He wasn't going to get mad because Papa Pope Harlem shook on him, and because Papa Pope Kappa shimmied on him and made him look like a little boy. Because truth be told, that's what happened. Even though the words was coming out of Cyrus's mouth, Papa Pope was Kappa shimmying on him, talking about, "You are a boy. I am a man." And all of a sudden, Jake sat there and he thought about it. And he decided.
But also, that's why he was doing his whole little monologue talking about when you don't have family. Olivia would be his family.
Exactly.
That's why he's saying go away with me and run away with her.
He wanted
so he was like, "Oh, she ain't really trying to feel me. Who else am I gonna build something with? I ain't got no family anday. This is who I am."
And she's full of it though, because she said to him, "I don't want you to become my father. If you was that concerned, chick, you would have heard his plea, heard his cry, and ran away with him." Because first, what she say to him? "Take advantage of me, Jake." When he was like, "If you keep drinking, I'm gonna take advantage of you." She just had She just needed that D.
She's been busy with the campaign.
Get out my face, Olivia. She pissed me off with that. But I was really impressed with Jake this episode. Yeah. I was very impressed with Jake. And I was very appreciative of him getting things done and becoming kind of sort of command-like. Even though it happened later on. It happened at the end. Because throughout the episode, all I kept saying is this sorry excuse for command.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He ain't nobody's command. Talking about, "No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it." How you ain't gonna do it?
Handle that yourself.
He was like, "Yo, that's your business."
He treated him like that dude, like your friend who always come to you like every third week of the month, like, "Yo, can I hold $10?" Yo,
but it's like, but you talking about the president, the president's wife though, the chief of staff. Like, what are you talking about? No. Yo, he was like, "Your predecessor would have took care of that ASAP. But guess who got it together? Jake." But let's talk about Sally for a second.
Sally's going through.
I mean, she had to speak to her minister. She confessed. She confessed to the minister. Like, and y'all saw her. First of all, can't even dwell on. But when Sally was like, when Olivia came,
yeah, she was like,
she said the devil is at my doorstep.
She said my last temptation.
And then she told me, you're not a woman of God, so you wouldn't understand, you know, what it feels like to not hear Jesus
Olivia
anymore.
Was just like,
but how she know what Olivia's religious
she don't know
choices?
what she got on her dashboard. If there's a Bible on her dashboard,
oh, gunplay.
Exactly. That's why
I got the
Bible on my dash. Like,
he said, "That's why I ride with the Bible on my dash." That's my dude, though. I like me some gunplay. You know, that's my guilty pleasure. But but that was a little bit crazy. Sally, man.
Sally's really going through, and you see how every time she's sitting in her office, she just fiddling with her fingers because she see her husband dead on the floor.
Yeah, she keep looking at that rug. She keep looking at that rug, y'all.
Next episode, she gonna be in there with a doctor cleaner. What's it called? A rug doctor. She gonna be in there with a rug doctor
cleaning up that mess.
I hear you.
You saw how Papa Pope told Bergen. Is that his name? Bergen? How do you say his name?
I think it's Bergen.
Bergen. You saw Papa Pope told that man, you better
like,
get it right or I'm going to fire you.
I'm going to fire you from life.
But Papa Pope was laughing, though. He talking about, you'll be fired. I'm going to fire you.
And dude's like...
oh, my God.
He meant fire him from life.
But you firing a nigga that don't work for you. That dude don't work for you. But he was like, and if you let me down, I will fire you. Bergen was like...
He's gonna fire him.
But did you see Bergen walking around when Sally was about to go up? He was like, "Listen, please, this is not just you, it's me too."
So it's not only your soul, it's not only your soul. He's talking about their higher powers.
Because real recognized real. He recognized the truth in Papa Pope. He recognized. He was like, "Yo, this dude got something real in his hands for me. Something real in his hands. He know that he is the shogun of the White House." He the shogun of DC.
That's what he
Yo, that joint is crazy. But back to the RIPs. You know, the red lipstick is for them. You know what I'm saying? RIP to the reporter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was a young reporter. She had a whole career ahead of her. You know what I'm saying? RIP to the NSA chick. She was young too. She had her whole career ahead of her, and all she wanted to do was do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I want there to be a RIP for James. Because James is the reason why the reporter is dead.
Yeah, he's messing with so many people's lives. He's know that this is not.
But then I tell y'all, weak pansy ass James was gonna all of a sudden backpedal.
That dude was like, I know what.
I just wanted an apology.
I just really wanted an apology from the man that I love. Bro, you could have wrote him a note. You are wasting. First of all, he's wasting
taxpayers' dollars.
Exactly, dollars.
David Rosen's time.
No, they could have been handling other business. That's actually their job.
James.
He's so inconsiderate.
But I don't know. Do you trust that Cyrus is being forthcoming with James?
Who knows? You never know with Cyrus.
Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be some payback. James is good. I feel like Cyrus...
I thought it was kind of whack. When Cyrus said it, he was like, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I broke up our family. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I thought that he was about to kill him.
Because I was like, where's Boss Bean at? What's going on? But I think he was just so devastated at that point. Cyrus was devastated. He's devastated.
This is like the fourth time
But he continues to break this dude's heart.
Cyrus he has it the worst.
And they keep saying, oh, he sold. First of all, when David was like, you messed up our marriage. And
yo, you're the one who slept with somebody else.
Exactly.
And when Olivia went in there talking about, yo, you on your own, Cyrus. First of all, she's supposed to be his backbone. She's talking about you on your own and everything. But she's talking about because you made this the whole campaign thing in dirty when you sold James to Douglas. But he had to do that to get dirt on Sally because they were dragging your name in the mud. And it was open that you and Fitz were an item.
Exactly. But
how soon you forget?
Again, Olivia, always for self. Always for self. But the thing is, I don't understand why they keep saying that he sold him. He didn't pay that man to sleep with James. He didn't want James to sleep with that man. He thought that he was going to get a scoop on, oh, he tried to get at me, and James was going to come back saying, he tried this and he tried that. No. Instead, James, with his whack behind, he slept with him. He's an adulterer. And he going to tell Cyrus, you messed up our family. No, you messed up the family when you slept with him.
And then you spat on the family when you put the daggone bug in the
family picture.
Shout out to Bergen, though, who was like, yo, how can you work with this
buzz in the air? Yeah,
and
man.
Cyrus was like...
Cyrus had that cell phone. Cyrus was like, what is he talking about? He said, what you talking? And you saw his face like,
buzzing. What buzzing?
What buzz? But James is shit. He's not, I don't even say James, I'm not even going to say, oh, he ain't shit. No, he is shit. Okay? We saw when they was in that office and Cyrus was taking shots and he told me, I'm here for you, Cyrus. Tell me what's wrong. I'm here for you. And he saw how Cyrus is messed up. And then he left there and went to David, called David talking about, we got to do this now. We got to do this now because he's doing blah, blah, blah. Still, oh my God. Ridiculous.
That's really, really gross.
But let's talk about the fact that what I don't understand is how, and the fact that I don't understand why Olivia was so shocked about finding out that Cyrus covered up the murder.
She was just mad that he didn't call her to help him.
She sounded like she played a James. I'm mad because I'm not in the loop.
She's pulling the Fitz.
No, but Jake did the same thing. James did the same thing.
Yeah, no.
My bad. James, because he had a little tantrum because he didn't know what really happened with the Donald Douglas. But yeah, that's why they made for each other, her and Fitz. Trifling. I can't. Olivia is a mess. And what she did to poor
Jake.
Yeah.
We feel bad for Jake. I feel bad for Cyrus. I feel bad for Jake.
It was messed up. And I feel bad for Abby and David because you saw Abby's face when she was like, so what are we going to do? What do you want me to tell him? She was like, tell him what you want. And she was like, so are you going to help him? And she was like, I'm not doing anything.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not.
She was like, I'm not doing. She said, I'm not involved and walked away. But she's saying this to her like over her shoulder. You saw Abby's face like,
but that's my boyfriend, so I kind of don't want him to die.
But you see how David not listening to Abby again. Abby just saved his last episode, and he's still not listening.
Yep.
You men out there, y'all better start listening to your woman, especially if she loves you. If you know she loves you, y'all better listen. When she tell your ass, stay home, don't do this, don't do that. I got a feeling you shouldn't do this. Stupid ass. She's telling you for a reason.
Obviously.
Because she's smarter than you, and she figured it out.
Exactly.
Okay?
When they went to bed, and she was like, it's not fair to me, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's trying to make a mockery out of it. I would have punched him in his face. He's like, oh, you scared? You scared for my life?
Really scared. Take him
that's
out.
Hot. What are you talking about?
He needed to go, though. He needs to go. So, hopefully, who got shot is David. Let me tell you something. What would make the episode bomb for next week is if Jake does take both of them out. But I know that's asking too much.
They're not going to do that.
That's asking too much. It would be so wonderful because that's how I would write it. That he comes back and he looks at them, tilts his head, and he just be like, pop, pop, and walks off. Oh.
Now, what would be crazy is if, I know this is not going to happen. This is definitely not going to happen. But if Mama Pope came from behind and shot Jake, like, bow. Oh.
That would be insane. And that would be how Papa Pope got back his command. But that would be insane.
Or if it was, what's his name? Harrison or, somebody else. I don't know.
Harrison, yeah, I noticed Harrison was MIA this whole episode.
Yeah. He was on vacation. This was his vacation day.
With Nan. We didn't see him at all. But did you hear what she said to Huck? She was like, you told me that he died from a heart attack. Talk about Daniel Douglas.
And Huck was like, that's what they said.
That's what the coroner said. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm just so done with Olivia. I'm done. And that scene when she went to... First of all, let's talk about when Cyrus told her, do not tell Fitz about the whole situation.
And she called him and she was like, yo, Sally killed Douglas.
No, she was like, remember Vermont?
And he was like, what is this about? Everybody sees through her now. Nobody believes her. We don't believe you, Olivia. You need more people. Mm-hmm. Nobody believes her. But everybody sees through her stuff.
She told him everything.
Yes, just like that.
I mean, and I don't know if
at least this time he didn't act a fool with the information, but we still don't know what he's going to do about it later.
Oh, yeah. He don't think Fitz ain't going to cut up. Fitz and Sally was his VP for a reason. Just like she cutting the hell up, he going to cut the hell up too. Yeah. They cut up together. They cutting buddies.
They cut friends?
They cut friends? Let's be cut friends. You and I. Let's be cut friends. Yeah, y'all something that y'all know about that right there. Oh, but I'm like, come on. That's why Fitz and Sally are the same. They both cut the F up when it gets hard. And he gonna cut the F up next episode. He gonna cut up. Because Fitz ain't gonna never
I lost.
He's never gonna disappoint. He's gonna cut up. And you know who he gonna lash out at? Melly. As if Melly went in there, stabbed Daniel Douglas in his back, and rolled him up into a rug and carried him out of there.
With Scooby-Doo or somebody.
On her shoulder by herself. Okay? That's and that's gonna cause what's his name to probably defend her. Yeah. Nichols. It's gonna probably get real ugly between them. But when Cyrus, when she went to that she told Cyrus, when Olivia told Fitz what the hell happened, and she's like, yeah, we said no more secrets. And she just tells him everything. Like, and what did that do?
And she keeps saying, I don't want, it was supposed to be different this time. This time, meaning this campaign, was supposed to be different. No more lies, because Fitz doesn't want any.
Because they covered up the election. But what the hell does this goddamn murder have to do with the election? He still could have ran a clean election.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing anything to rig his situation. She full of crap. The only reason why Olivia did that was because she was covering herself, just like Quinn said. Olivia is about self. Olivia don't love nobody but Fitz. And her main concern is Fitz. Just like her stand with Fitz, where she stands at with Fitz. You saw how she told Jake, oh, I just want to be in the light. That was about being in the light in Vermont with Fitz. I just don't want to be, because she want to be in the light. She want to be in her white hat. She don't want to be with that red hat no more. Yeah. With that scarlet letter. She's tired of it. But
did you hear then when she said?
But then she accepted her order. Yeah. She said, "It's just now. This is all we have.
Let's just live it now because this is all we had." She was like, "I'm fine being your side piece. Like it's okay. All right. We don't have to struggle and try to
look to
try to press for something that's not going to happen. All right.
She said, "It's Vermont.
We got a really good thing going here with me, you, and Melly. Like let's just keep it the way it is."
They might mess. It's mess. But you saw she did start snapping on him. He was like, "You keeping secrets from me still?" I don't even understand why he said that because she told him.
Yeah.
She actually told you. And you still throwing all this, you keep it secret. No, because I seem to be the only adult here.
What are you talking about? But did y'all see how them stupid, dumb fools was kissing in front of the window?
Yeah, y'all.
I said, oh, in front of the window! Like, yo,
Did y'all peep that? That was crazy.
And who's outside watching?
Because somebody was outside watching.
Who?
Somebody was outside watching. But I didn't like how she supposedly handled the Sally situation. I didn't really dig it. The whole getting him to throw the debate. I didn't really like it. I felt like that was a weak and whack way to do it. And I felt like, let Jake take her the F out. I was so excited. Like, my heart was racing. Like, yes, yes, yes! Stop. Kill her! Like, but it didn't happen. I want her gone. I mean, I don't know if I wanted her gone as badly as I wanted Quinn gone previously. Yeah. Oh, my God. Quinn was having me
I think that
in an uproar.
I would rather have Sally here than James.
Yeah, that is true. Because Sally is comedy.
Makes me mad. Yeah,
Sally is comedy, crazy, man. That child said, "You pig, yum, yum, yum." Sally, Sally is on that other ish, but
she's on that movie.
But people don't realize like there's Bible thumpers out there. I mean, because I never liked the term Bible thumpers. I hate that. We're preachers' kids, so. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with being... I mean, I don't know why they got to make it a negative, being a Christian and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about Jesus and all of that. I mean, because, hey, we can talk about my Jesus. I mean, I know sometimes I got a potty mouth. I mean, my mouth ain't potty, not like hers. Even though she don't be dropping bombs, trust me, she has the... And I'm the one who was in the Navy. She got a mouth like a sailor for real. Anyway. But the thing is, I mean, but I admit my age, and I'm not even trying to front for, because Jesus, he know what it is. He know what I'm saying in my head. I mean, even if I don't say it out loud, he know I'm like, mother FRA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never front for Jesus. I don't be fronting because I'm going to keep it 100 million all the way with my Jesus. Anyway, the thing is, there's people like Sally in real life where they're real crazy. And they take the Bible and twist it into madness. And talking about this is the reason why I had to
Twisting the
stab
Bible
him.
into something real stressful. The Bible is not stressful.
It's not that stressful. I mean, there's certain parts, the Revelations is stressful, but the thing is, it's not that serious. I mean, I shouldn't say not that serious.
No,
it is serious. The Bible is serious.
It's not supposed to be bringing you down.
Like, that's crazy. I mean, you can't say the Bible.
It's not a weight.
Because when she said, what did Olivia say to Sally? She said something about, because when she was like, I don't hear my Jesus, she said, and I need to confess. And she was like, well, confessing is not going to help you. That's not, what is that supposed to do for you? And then Sally was like,
I don't want to confess. I need to confess.
Yeah. And then she was like, you're hurt. You're putting yourself out there. You're hurting yourself. And then she was like, well, when my Jesus did blah, blah, blah. She started talking about what Jesus did and when he was crucified and all this other stuff. But you're not Jesus, dear.
Yeah.
We try to be more like him. But you are not Jesus, and even your confessing is not truly it's not because it's not pure. It's because you
don't
want
to feel the guilt anymore.
Yeah, and because you feel like, I don't hear Jesus anymore. Your confession isn't even pure. That's not repentance, because you will stab somebody else in the back if it needed to be done.
Yeah.
If she could get Fitz alone in the room, Fitz would have all types of letter openers in his back. And then later she gonna be talking about, I didn't do it. The devil made me do it.
Again.
She'll be like, the devil made me do it. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, the devil did it. He came and snuck into me. And
for a second time, because he left the door open.
Okay. Because I didn't leave the door open.
I forgot to change the locks.
Okay. And
my ADT is not working.
Use my hands for his evil deed. But this time my hands had gloves on them. And this time she won't call Cyrus. She gonna call homie Bergen.
Yeah.
If she's smart. But Papa Pope is really trying to help them win.
Yeah. He was like, yo, the numbers is down. What's going on?
Yo, he was like, the numbers is down. You looking bad out here in these streets. What's going on? You about to get fired. Bergen was like, I don't work for you. He was like, I'm using that as a term or whatever. He was like, you da-da-da-da. You better do blah, blah, blah. He said, the thing is, he started talking about if he'll be happy if this, but if not, you'll be fired.
From life.
But it was like, yo, that whole I don't work for you went right over homie's head.
Yeah, because I'm saying, he said he's going to fire him from life.
I know. That's so sad. You can't be.
He was like, yo, she's going to win or you're going to die.
I love Joe Morton now. Like, he's not even the kind of dude that I would even be interested in, as far as the way he looks. But, because of his character on Papa Pope. And I'm not saying he's an ugly man, but, it's just not someone I would be interested in. Because of his character on Scandal. I like him. And I usually like a man younger than me, Yeah. I got a little cool game me. I like my husband was younger than me, so. But, Joe Morton, though, it's like, if he would just talk to me like Papa Pope, I would be like, oh. I would be like, so who's talking to me? Is this Joe or is this Rowan?
Eli.
Oh, no, Eli. No, here it is. No, is this Command?
Stop. Lord Jesus.
Yo, I love me some Papa Pope, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm now loving me some Jake. Because Jake said, yo, I'm effed up.
His little aristocrat's eyes.
He said, I'm effed up and I'm about to F-ish up. All over the place.
In his black trench coat.
And he did. He F-ished up. And y'all saw for next episode, Olivia talking about, whoever did this, they're going to do jail time for a very long time.
Jake is looking at her like, little do you know.
But the thing is, Jake is not supposed to be running his mouth with her about no damn command, about nothing.
He's not. Okay?
The funny part was when Charlie was like, we really sell paper here? And Quinn looking at him like, she was tight. Quinn was jealous. That's why she started throwing all them shots about Olivia. She was like, man, Charlie don't have to sell no paper. Yeah. Charlie ain't never have to sell paper. You got me out here selling paper. You don't even know we
sell paper.
You got me out here selling paper. You know what I'm saying? She tight. But Quinn, you saw Quinn went up in that office, got them pictures. One thing, he did pick the right person for the job because Quinn is very effective with that. Yeah. Quinn was like, snap, 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 snap. Came back, was like, yo, this is what they got, blah, blah, blah.
When he saw that joint with James' face on it that said Publius,
you saw like, his face like,
yo,
that's some sucker shit.
That's crazy.
That's some real sucker
He's
shit.
He's sleeping, laying down next to this man every night, plotting to take him down.
I can't F with James, y'all. I can't do it, and I want them to take him away. But did y'all see how David didn't even wipe his face with that that blood smeared all over his face?
Because he doesn't want to make no. He does not want to make no sudden movements. He was like, he was like,
they both was like. But the funny thing was how David was looking at Jake like, but
yeah,
I thought you was the good guy.
What was that for?
Yo,
what did I ever do to you?
Then you running your damn mouth and you don't know how to mind your damn business.
Crazy.
David all thirsty though. He thirsty. He too thirsty.
Come on, let's get him.
He's too thirsty, but I think that he's gonna kill David. If he doesn't kill David, if no one gets shot, I'm gonna be like, yo.
Yeah, that would be kind of.
But I'm telling you, that's a scenario that may play out. He's either gonna kill one person's gonna get shot, or no one's gonna get shot.
Yeah. Because
that's how these writers be playing on Scandal. I don't really dig that when they do crap like that because it's whack. Me, I would have killed them both. Pop, pop.
Yeah.
But they can't have two people mourning and crying, right?
Nah, yeah, it's only gotta be one. Because that would be a little ridiculous.
But if Cyrus, I'm trying to think, nah, they ain't gonna do that to Cyrus. I don't think they're gonna kill James. It's gonna be David.
They can't kill James because Cyrus is chief of staff of the president who's trying to go for re-election.
That's true. And he's married. Yeah, Jake ain't gonna do that because it's gonna hurt the Republic.
Yeah.
But then again, killing the what is he, the district attorney or whatever?
Yeah.
That's a problem too.
But he's not connected to anybody.
I'm telling you, I bet you, no one's gonna get shot. And it's gonna be that whackish, but no one's gonna get shot.
That's that whack-ish.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I can see it right now. Or someone's gonna get shot in their shoulder, some whackish like that. As a warning.
Or go into a coma. No, that probably would be too much.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that. We don't care about them that much.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some whack-ish. See? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think somebody gonna get shot? I don't. Anyway, status report.
Turn up.
Turn the F up. Turn all the way. It was turned up. Today's episode was bomb. I liked it. Who made it turn up worthy for you?
Bergen, when he was like, yo, you don't hear that buzzing?
Oh, ish.
Because he's the one, he set it off. He put the crumb down for Cyrus to be like,
I mean, well,
Cyrus needed to know that.
I have two people who made it turn up worthy for me. Jake, first of all, Jake gets top priority. He turned that goddamn episode up, period. From the intro to the shooting, all of that. Jake was like, all right, whatever.
He started when he told Tom, like, yo, go shoot her. That's when it was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. And then for me, my secondary person is Quinn. Because she shed a light. She shed a light. This is the first time I ever picked Quinn. Because you don't know how I feel about Quinn's ass. If you've been watching any old episodes, I was done with Quinn a long time ago. Sometime in 94, I wanted her going. But Quinn, I liked her shedding a light on things for Jake.
Jake, yeah.
Like and
then she came in and was like, I'm sorry, you know,
and then she earned her position in B613. She got a family now because she was like she ain't got nobody, but she got somebody now. But I think I liked how Quinn shed a light on it because and some people may not see that. I guess her little part was important, but to me it shed a light on Olivia, and then Olivia started to do all of the things that Quinn stated. She was like, you think that you're a part of this family. You think that she loves you. You think, oh, yeah, I just got to be a good little gladiator. You know, and she showed that it's not even about that. Even how she turned her back on Abby, like on some like, nah, we're not doing nothing. Abby's coming to her like, you know what I'm saying? So Quinn gets she's my secondary person for turn up worthy. Turn down.
James.
As usual. James is the reason why I got to be wearing this red lipstick just for the RIP, even though I love red and I love red lipstick. But the thing is, my favorite color is red. But the fact that the red lipstick is for the RIP, it's James' fault.
Who just lost their lives.
It's James' fault. James got these people taken out. James got Cyrus ready to have another heart attack. He don't even care that Cyrus got a heart problem, y'all. Y'all forgot about that.
He doesn't.
Okay? James is dirty, dog dirty. James is the reason Sally Douglas is in the situation she's in. Because James didn't have to sleep with Daniel Douglas. James could have ran
James
home.
ruined everything.
James could have ran home and said to Cyrus, "Yo, this dude tried to get with me," and then Cyrus would have used that information what he needed to use it for. No, James slept with him, and then
And
Sally
now
saw the
Kennedy uses
pictures,
this
and that's why
information.
Sally all in Daniel Douglas is back. Everything is James' fault. James is turned down for the whole goddamn season. James. Okay?
Judas.
Pansy ass James. Y'all better not talk no great ish about no damn James. I'm tired of him. So I guess that's it.
Don't name your kids James. Stop. Just kidding.
But that's a biblical name. And
Yeah,
he's not doing it any service. He's doing it a disservice. Anyway, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWAO. Deuces.